That was, he got no no mo.
What is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers, and welcome back to another episode of the Darwin Awards. As we say here on the channel, guns are awesome. Idiots, not so much. When you put those two things together, you might end up with the winner of what we call here a Darwin Award. If you're not familiar with the concept of a Darwin Award, it's an award that you get, often posthumously, when you do something so stupid that you remove yourself from the gene pool. Hence the whole Darwin part, you know, the fittest continued to survive. In this episode, we're gonna have rappers negligently discharging, streamers being fucking streamers, big revolvers, and, well, titties. All this and more on this episode of the Darwin Awards, so let's jump on in. But before we get to our first one, we do have a special guest for this episode. I figured I could use a little bit of help for this episode of the Darwin Awards, make it a little special.
Oh, man. Hi, everyone. Donut here.
He said the thing. So while we're in front of this big-ass monitor, we're going to be enjoying these clips on a cell phone, because production value. You know what I love, Cody? Rap music videos.
I do too.
They're some of my favorite things.
Absolutely.
You want to see some rappers being idiots?
I would love to see rappers being idiots. Do you know why I like rap music?
Why do you like rap music?
It was the most requested type of music when I used to arrest people when they were going to jail.
So I saw this clip going pretty viral over social media this last couple weeks. You seen this one?
Oh, is that where the guy shoots himself in the dick?
He almost shoots himself, and no spoilers. So first of all, the music is that the you had a bad day.
I didn't know that.
Going back, is that what it is?
I think so.
What passes for rap these days? Jesus Christ! But he's got his Glock with the titty, I believe is what they call that now on the streets.
He does have it. I'm sure there's a switch on the back of it as well.
Of course, registered.
Registered.
Of course.
Always registered.
Always with them, yeah. So he tucks it in, dances like an idiot, just pull it out. Stop! So I actually went back and looked. That's the exact moment right there when it fires and you can see an impact on the ground. It's close. Check it.
Bro, we were almost fortunate enough to have him never reproduce again.
He was almost lucky enough to be the first winner of the Darwin Award in the first clip. It's a high honor. I don't understand the whole point of these music videos. Okay, so we've done stuff with firearms before for video content in the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
For video production stuff, music videos even. The first thing you do with any gun on set is you clear it. You make sure there's no ammo. There's no reason to have ammo on set.
Yeah, on my video, remember we did the McDonald's shooting video.
Yeah.
What did we do? We each passed a gun around and went clear, right? Clear. So yeah, having a loaded gun on a set like that.
Yeah, what's the flex in that? You're
fucking stupid? I don't know.
So that was somebody clearly not clearing, you know what I mean? That was somebody not clearing a gun before they fucked around on a music video set. What if, on the production set of said video, or a video like it, somebody intentionally loaded a gun just to negligently discharge it?
I feel like we've seen this before. Something that rhymes with Schmaldwin.
So we're on a green screen here.
It's another rap video, I'm assuming.
Yep, and a Kel-Tec Sub 2000. Peak weaponry right there. So he's having a hard time charging it. His homie comes over and helps him out.
So they were actively charging the rifle for a video.
I don't know if they were trying to clear... he unfolds the gun, stendo clearly in the bottom of the fucking grip. His buddy comes over, helps him load it. Immediately, fucking 1 second after the bolt goes home, NDs into the bottom of the studio.
That's an expensive studio.
That was an expensive studio.
Studio to make your video may have holes in it.
Slightly used green screen.
Everyone clear the set, we know what's about to happen.
Standard Atlanta music video studio. But issues like that are when you have to violate multiple rules of gun safety. Again, like if you just stick with the 4 rules of gun safety, which we go over every episode, but might as well go over them again because you can never reinforce it too much. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Treat every weapon as if it's loaded. Never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. And know your target and what's behind it. In order to have any sort of accident with a firearm where somebody gets hurt, you have to violate multiple rules of gun safety.
I'm about to violate some right now watching this shit. Why'd you put me in this shit? I'll see you at brunch.
Fuck you and I'll see you tomorrow. Now, YouTube, of course, makes us censor Darwin Awards a lot of the time because there's some stuff in there that while we're okay with showing it, YouTube really isn't. So if you're interested in watching more uncensored content and maybe in the future uncensored Darwin Awards, we've got something for you. Something that actually we're both a part of is a new app called Pepperbox. Me and Cody just launched it with the rest of the unsubscribed crew. And for all of you guys that have been asking for an alternative to YouTube, this is it. Imagine if Patreon YouTube, instead of, YouTube us.
He's trying to say that we brought together some of the finest creators in this community and put them all together in one place without all the bullshit.
All right, well, to liven things up, I do actually have a video that's kind of neat. This is a video that I'm sure you've seen before because it's all over social media, but there's something I noticed about it for the first time that I've never noticed before. So this is a guy who's shooting 3-gun.
Okay.
And so he's a 3-gun shooter, or at least a competition pistol shooter of some sort. So he's going to shoot and he slips. But he keeps the gun on target the entire time and continues to make his shots. Always kept his gun in a safe direction, didn't slip up at all.
Yeah.
Like a fucking boss.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Here's something I never noticed about it. And this makes this a little bit better, all right? So this is like a rare, like not Darwin Award, but a Darwin win. A Darwin.
New t-shirt.
Speaking of new t-shirts, we have new designs available over at Bunker Branding. Check them on out. As he falls, he lands a little fucked up on that hand. So watch when he comes back up.
Ooh.
That pinky,
oh, he broke his pinky.
Yeah, that's not supposed to bend that way. But I mean, to have done that and still, like, he kept finger off the trigger, kept the gun on target, not only in a safe direction, but on target, bent over kind of funky. Like, that was impressive. But now that we had the rare Darwin, would you like to go back into people being ripped?
I would. I love rap videos.
No, we're done with rappers now, thankfully.
Okay.
We're good. Now it's time to talk about women.
Women.
Now, women have actually become a huge part of the shooting community, much more so in the last few years, which is fucking awesome, right?
Absolutely.
Guns are the great equalizer, and I don't think there's a better demographic for people that guns can help more than women for self-defense.
Absolutely.
But just like everybody else, when you're getting into the hobby or you're getting into the sport, it needs to be done in a safe manner. And there's some areas with women that there are some, how would you put that, specific concerns. You ever had hot brass go down your neck?
Oh yeah, yeah. It sucks.
It's like a rite of passage, right?
Yeah, and you got to kind of learn not to freak out when it happens.
Funny you should say that. So here we have a female shooter at an outdoor range, clearly going through some sort of pistol course, right? Brass goes right down the front.
We go.
Oh.
She is so fucking lucky. I don't think she shot her foot. Did you see that? That second round?
Oh.
But did you see where it pointed first?
Oh, right into her pelvic bowl, dude.
Yeah, she points it right inward and to the dude behind her. While finger on the trigger and clearly, like, I don't know, what do you call that? Sympathetic muscle reflex?
Yeah.
Yeah. When she's grabbing in her shirt, like when you're clenching this muscle, your other hand wants to clench as well. Sympathetic reflex, right?
That's why you don't dual wield a taser and a gun at the same time.
Taser, taser, taser.
Yeah, because your brain in a high stress situation might pull the wrong fucking trigger. She almost discharged right there into her vajayjay.
Which, yeah, the pelvic bowl is a not great place to get shot.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Because when you're in training, they teach you if people are wearing body armor, you shoot them in the dick.
I shot him in the dick. You shot me in the dick.
And it's not just because it's insult to injury or because it hurts a lot. That's actually a place that will drop somebody. Boop. Very hard to fix as well. As the saying goes, you can't put a tourniquet on a tent.
You put it around the throat. Wrench it down.
No tears, only dreams. So we got another situation where it's the same thing. Actually, it's an indoor range this time.
Okay.
When we press play, it's just as she's firing her first shot, which then...
Okay, we got the RSO's doing good. He's standing behind her. He's watching her.
But then this happens. And the RSO does do a good job. We'll get to that. RSO did an amazing job there.
Solid. Chef's kiss on that RSO. That was excellent.
Yes, which makes sense that he's the only person in this situation that doesn't have a blurred face. But she just look at that, slowing it down, look at that swing.
Yeah.
It smacks the table. Oh. Smacks the table and then points at the person next to her and then back at the RSO's junk. Not great.
I'm glad you still have a dick, RSO.
I am too. I hope you use it often. But that's something that women really like have to take into consideration. That's not a sexist thing at all. It's, you know, hey, if you're wearing something like low cut, brass tends to just go everywhere. Especially if you're shooting a handgun, stuff's coming out the top. Like it's not a consistent pattern of ejection. Or if you have people that are next to you at the range or something like that, you have to take that into account. It's not, I mean, it's an area where brass can get caught.
Absolutely.
And
true.
that can be a huge safety concern.
Yeah, so we were shooting a 4th of July video a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And we all lined up to shoot. And Caleb Francis was to the left of Heather. I was to the right. And one of his hot pieces of brass went down her low-cut shirt, right in between her boobs that were pressed together. And now she has a permanent 5.56 scar in between her boobs. But you know what she did? She kept on target. She didn't swing and flail or anything like that. Because, I mean, she's been around firearms quite a bit. It do be like that, but train how you fight how you train. Oh.
You know, like a pet peeve of mine is when people take women out to the range for the first time and give them a gun that's like way too big for them, like obviously way too big.
It's very mean.
It's kind of fucked up, and it makes women shy away from guns in general.
Absolutely.
Like, you see she's got that gun that's way too big for her, like a 500 Magnum or something.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
And then...
Yep, that was 2 shots, wasn't it?
Yep. Which, I mean, to be fair, she controlled that really well for the size of the gun.
She did.
But you saw that double tap about halfway through the recoil, or at the end of the recoil there. She fired that second shot.
Yep.
So I've said before, because we've covered videos like that before on Darwin Awards, that can be really bad because, you know, if the gun comes all the way back around, and people have pointed out in the comments, they're like, well, yeah, it never gets like quite that far. Like, yeah, it's not safe, but it never gets quite back towards your face.
It do, though, sometimes.
Well, that leads me to the next clip. Excuse the Chad stance in this gentleman.
Oh, buddy, lean into it a little bit.
Lean into it and grip it firmly, which he just doesn't. Check this out. Oh! Directly back.
Oh,
and the guy
man.
jumps in. The guy jumps in and grabs it, which thank God. Although he grabbed it right over the cylinder, which, all right, yes, good to take control of the gun. That was the right move. But if he had double tapped it while he had his hand over the cylinder on a gun that big,
it wouldn't have felt good.
No, he'd probably be missing a good chunk of a hand. So, like, if you don't know, there's a little bit of air gap on a revolver because revolvers aren't sealed. Like, the cylinder rotates, so it can't have a proper seal between the chamber and the barrel. And so there's a lot of pressure right there at the moment that the, you know, bullet's being pushed through. So if you put your finger there, well, I mean, this is what happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not recommended.
Ain't gonna feel good.
No. So imagine that dude with his whole palm of his hand over the side of the cylinder.
Oh man, that could have been a whole fuck up.
Yeah. But look at when that comes all the way back, he is staring down the barrel. Like it is straight up.
Yeah.
It could not be any more square in his eye line.
And his finger is still directly on the trigger.
That would be, I mean, if he had managed to double tap it from that angle, you'd need a poncho if you were on his left or right. Hats off to the RSOs out there that are actually doing their job and keeping people safe and not just being assholes for no reason. What's going on, guys? Real quick, we're out filming a video that we can't really talk about yet, but it's going to be really cool when it comes out. Now, I am dressed in World War II attire at the moment. If I was actually there on Normandy Beach running up against MG42s on a beachhead, I would definitely feel a little bit better if I had some ballistic plates. Which is why I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, Bullet Safe. Stuff like their VP4 vest is the cutting edge of ballistic protection. It's discreet, it's effective, and it's level 3 rated. And they're made right here in the USA. Even better, they're made right here in Texas. So if you're looking for some great discreet ballistic protection that's made right here in the US, check out Bullet Safe. Links are going to be down in the description and in the pinned comment. Seriously, check them out. We appreciate them sponsoring the Darwin Awards. You want to see somebody negligently discharge a grenade launcher?
I feel like I've seen this one. It was in a foreign country, right?
Yeah, I believe it was Russia. Oh, are you all right? You did see this one. You saw this one. Yeah, it's a high school gymnasium in Russia because obviously they have a grenade launcher there. They're in the back over these giant watermarks because this has been passed around on Telegram 80 fucking times, like every Russian video.
What's the thought behind that? Hey, my kid's wrestling. You want to see my grenade launcher?
I mean, I've heard worse pickup lines. Right there in the back. Right by what looks like the Florida flags. Apparently he ND'd it into the ceiling, and it detonated in the ceiling.
Is anyone killed on that one?
I don't think so. I think there were some people injured, but I don't think anybody got killed. According to Atlas News, at least 6 people were wounded after a grenade launcher was fired inside of a school gym during a child's Sambo tournament in a Russian-controlled city in Ukraine. All right, well, shit.
I guess they just got grenade launchers floating around out there.
And maybe the guy just didn't know how to use a fucking grenade launcher. Which I'm sure he would have known how to do if he had gotten a start in gunsmithing and weapons technology over at SDI.edu using the links down in the description and in the pinned comment. Smooth as glass. All right, so for this next clip, do you remember like the county fair when you were growing up? They'd have those little competitions where you'd have like the little fake gun, like the little pellet gun or something.
Yeah, it's like a little BB gun type shit.
Yeah, pretty much. This is one of those, except this is I guess, an unforeseen casualty. Yeah, so the lady on the left is working behind the counter, and the lady on the right has just got her new opportunity to win a, I don't know, fucking Finding Nemo shark. It's down. Oh, hits her right in the head.
Oh, she goes down.
But, all right, watch that one more time.
That's...
Mixed feelings on this one.
Yes, because she obviously doesn't know how to shoot. You can see she has the butt of the rifle on her shoulder.
Yeah.
But then also, why is she standing up when she knows there's, like, you know, loaded firearms out there?
And also, why is she pulling the trigger when her sights are obviously obscured by, I don't know, a human head? Soccer Acting Award of the Year goes to this chick who got hit. Because you can see, when you slow it down, the projectile just bounce off. There is nothing in her head. She just gets mildly whacked by something plastic. She grabs her head and immediately just realizes opportunity. Not that it didn't fucking hurt. I'm sure.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure it hurt like a motherfucker.
Been shot in the head by airsoft before. But
Yeah,
it's not
the size of those is definitely like airsoft pellets in there.
Yeah. Most importantly, like nothing penetrated skin.
Yeah.
She just, oh my stars! She immediately saw like, I can get out of this life. This is my insurance claim that takes me to the big time.
I don't have to be a carny anymore.
You know what I'd really like to talk about? Aiden Ross.
Love him. Love his streams.
So for those of you who don't know, Aiden Ross is a streamer, an IRL streamer, which stands for in real life, the place that streamers like that do not live. I just know his name. He's one of these like young kids who made it big on these streaming platforms that other young kids watch, and I don't know, that something to do with gambling. Fuck, I'm too old for this shit now. But anyway, we did see him the other day because of this little clip that was floating around social media. He went to a gun range to shoot a Cybertruck, which, speaking of which, Elon, come on, homie. We pre-ordered Cybertrucks like fucking 3 years ago. We want to do cool shit with it. Yeah, so Aiden Ross was out shooting a Cybertruck, and then one of the guys who's apparently like a firearm instructor there at the range they were using comes up and does this.
Where? Oh my god! What the hell was that? He shot it! Cheeser!
Yo, y'all living the life, bro. What the fuck?
And everyone laughs.
Oh,
Hysterical.
Brandon, what would happen at one of our range days if someone did that?
Bare minimum, you would get your fucking ass kicked. And you'd at least be kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be escorted off the property.
Probably both, actually. You'd probably get your ass kicked and then you'd be, banned from showing up ever again.
It wouldn't be a good day, man. I don't think any of those special forces, RSOs that we have at our range days would appreciate that very much at all.
I don't believe they would.
Oh my God!
Point is, gun safety is very important, and that was not very safe at all.
But I mean, you could very clearly tell, like, that was almost his feet. It was very close, and this guy is just laughing the whole time. The guy's even angling it towards his feet. Like, there's just absolutely no fucking reason to do that.
Also, when you're walking back from the range, why is your rifle loaded?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. We got another angle of that, though. There's actually an angle here that I hadn't seen before.
I've never seen this angle.
Where?
You can tell it's right almost on his feet.
Be safer, guys.
We just threw a lot of shade at Aiden Ross. I don't think he probably wasn't at fault for that, like, at all.
Yeah.
I think we just instinctively shat on a kick streamer.
Well, especially with all those kids around, and they saw that, and they're like, oh, this is funny to do. We're going to do this next time we're at the range.
You can't preach to people, hey, guns aren't a toy, you need to be safe, and then do shit like that. That was totally like Aiden Ross being a victim of a crime, but we shat on him first. Oh well. And now on to the main event.
Oh, there's a main event.
There's a main event. There's an actual Darwin Award this time around.
All right. Let's do it.
So are you familiar, real quick, with the point gun at Venus trend?
Oh, yeah. Where people take their firearms and they play with the trigger slack pointed at their dicks.
Yeah, it's something that we've covered exactly one time on Darwin Awards, and it is not something that I said I would never cover it again. Just because I don't want people to fucking repeat it, because it's not a cool trend. It's just fucking something, it's fucking stupid, right? I don't want people to copycat thinking like, this is my way to get on Darwin Awards. That's why I said I wouldn't cover it, but this one was absolutely fucking everywhere. It went, it was all over social media.
He actually does it, doesn't he?
Because this one violates, again, it's like every fucking rule of firearm safety. You've got a proven loaded Glock. You've got live round there in the magazine, and he slams it home.
Okay. Slide forward. Yep.
Already, this should be fucking wigging you out.
I know where this is going.
Yeah. We're at, it's main event time, so you know exactly where this is going. But if you're a gun guy, this should absolutely be flipping you out right now. Just loaded gun pointed at junk. And...
Oh, God. Did he,
You fucked around and you found out you got the surprise inside.
Well, do you notice he does the slack more and more every time? So it's like, what are you going for?
But look at that hole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not faked. That was, he got no dick, no mo.
I said I wouldn't talk about it again, and I really thought I wouldn't have to, but this one went absolutely everywhere, all over social media. So while I didn't really want to bring this up again, we've gained like 1 million subscribers plus since then, so this is just a nice refresher of what happens when you disregard the gun safety rules. The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
His penis found out.
He probably survived, but if anything was a non-death related Darwin Award, it is definitely shooting yourself in the reproductive bits. Yeah, I don't think your bloodline's going to continue. And at that point, nor should it. So this gentleman not only found the brand new decocker on his Glock, but he also was just now awarded a Darwin Award. And I think that pretty much wraps up all we've got for this episode of the Darwin Awards. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to check out Pepperbox. Again, links are in the description and in the pinned comment. Be sure to check out my buddy here, Cody, Donut Operator. Thanks for coming on the channel, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man. I'm not going to point a gun at my cock anymore, so I really appreciate that.
That's just those teachable moments. I'm glad we can share this together. But most importantly, I appreciate you for staying all the way to the end. I appreciate you guys for watching this far, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Bye.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top.
Hello.
Guys, it's hard for us not to see the same negligent discharge. We're always like, yo, look at this idiot.
Yeah, people send in clips for the Darwin Awards, which I appreciate, by the way. Yeah, usually by the time I make this video, I've seen it like fucking 18 times. It's been shared all over because, let's face it, half my Twitter feed is just snuff films and porn. Porn bots and politics.
Yeah.
Elon's Twitter.
Pussy and bio, guys. All right, now I'm sorry.
Train while you fight.
Train while you fight. Do trains on women. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, something like that. I think we're just autistic because we really focused in on the train part of that.
Or we have dicks. I don't know.
Something like that. You have a dick? Gross.
Hey, coming to my house, suck my dick, call me gay. The fuck, man?
Sir, a second bullet has hit the testes.